Sing. Sing a word.
Stand!
Nicely done. That'll show him.
I used to patrol out here. Swore I'd never come back. Tama lost his badge near here.
Hey, over here. I've got supplies for sale. Have you been following me on... I jest. It is... It is, I'll admit. But I won't be here. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to make... Oh, I see. Is it warm or is it just me? What am I saying? Of course it's warm. This damn place is blazing hot. Sorry, where were we? You wanted to see my goods, right? The ones I'm selling. Would it? I'd rather be out in the open than trapped behind walls. At least this way I have plenty of Gods watch over you. Hey, over here. I've got supplies for sale.
That's Thomas' badge. You found it. It really was out here all this time. Right where we left it. Hard to know where to start. It reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. Oh, he was an incredible bastard. Led the defense of Thirdborn, which meant he also led most of our patrols. He'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. Only once I realized he was burning it so we couldn't taste how stale it was. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He was the best of either. Coming back here was a mistake. I don't know what we're doing here. Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. Yeah. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing. No glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. You'd be surprised what you notice in a moment like that. To an old trencher like him, that badge meant belonging, honor. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. I never thought I'd tell this story again. But there's something about the way you've led us, the clarity you've kept. Something about you that inspires confidence. Kind of like well, just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Thomas. It's time I said goodbye. Careful, or you'll give me second thoughts. I usually count on my friends to be worse influences, you know. Let's go.
Can't the way forward in science ever be easy? Oh, hello. I wasn't... Your fate! Those markings! They're I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take... Oh, you have! Oh, you'll make a very interesting footnote. I'm a mycologist, you see. And I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the lip. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here. See? You understand. That's why I had to document it.
Strictly speaking, the dream scourge is not a... Trust me, it's far worse. Imagine a soul rotting from within.
Oh, well, actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones, I'd normally be against harming them, but... The satisfaction of having helped the cause of progress. Good luck. Can't the way forward in science ever be easy?
Here we go!
Get... Quick as...
You taught that sporling a lesson it won't soon forget. Or, well, it's not allowed. Wait, that means it's safe to go back to my... I am suddenly very busy.
That should suit her fine. Until the next Borling comes along.
My ecology is an exciting field. You study the mushrooms, and sometimes the mushrooms study you back.
Go away.
I still remember the first time.
What a world. What a life.
Unseen, unheard.
Speed up!
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Point for you! Let's see what you got.
Under my protection.
I got it.
Onward. Not bad, envoy.
Watch your right!
Watch your back!
Sorry in the front.
Enemy to the right! I'll fix it.
The sand needs you, Loato. I was talking to myself again, wasn't I? Sorry. I don't know. Do I? Maybe I'm just nervous. I had a dream about crossing the great sand sea, you see. Great dunes and shifting clouds. I had this feeling I'd come back changed. I'm not sure. I have to know. What a strange question. Or maybe there are. Have we really fallen so far that we can't dream anymore? That's a shame. I should get going. All right. I think that's everything.
Subtle as a mouse.
Could have done it better.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks. It doesn't, but I appreciate the effort. This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something. Trying? I thought I was doing a pretty good job. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. I couldn't stand it. As soon as I was out of there, I just walked. And I kept walking. Not since returning with you. Couldn't imagine anyone would be too happy to see me after everything. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn. At least I'm in good company. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada and Yahtzee, it's felt easy. Too easy. Yeah, and that worries me. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in line and back you up. But I'm not that guy, Envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around. Come on, you know my story now. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Or maybe I learned plenty. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. Except he's gone. There's no making it right. I gotta own that. What? No, I didn't. He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone. How can I remember him without remembering that? He was all those things. I never forgot it. I guess I stopped thinking of him as anything other than a dying man I left behind. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way I remembered him. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this. Tom always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. As a traveler, not a soldier. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote. one way to find out, isn't there? I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to. Three things you can count on here: sand, monsters, and more sand. Quiet as the depths. Just like the good old days.
Fear in the eyes! Weapons ready. Shot.
Leave some for those in need. That's done? It's done? Who's hungry?
You take lead.
You make this look easy.
Barriers, rise! Faster! I say, come on! Come on!
Yeah. Yeah.
Under my nicely done.
Aye, aye.
Something happened here. A spinner lay its trap in the dark. A home became a prison became a home. We thrash against that binds. What must we do to escape? We pause. In stillness, we see our struggling tighten the knot. The web loosens. It soothes us.
Ready, aim.
Yeah.
Couldn't have done it.
Hey! Over here! Just like the good old days.
Just one measly dungeon. How bad can it be?
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich? You're gonna kill us all. Wow's eyes. Who are you?
Hey, first of all, we only bled that merchant a bit. Still quite alive when we left him.
I don't like this, Dario. This is how we get ourselves killed. First you said we should come to the living lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due. It was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Kuta, bow. If it bothered you that much, you should have said so. Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened. Shut up and draw your blade already. We can argue after we kill this sanctimonious little shit.
Kai, weapons ready.
Good shooting, Kai.
Yeah.
Something tells me the godless didn't bar that door. I must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much third-born blood under them. Listen, thank you for visiting Tama's memorial with me. I didn't think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him, but both of you have a clarity of purpose I've never seen in anyone else. I'm happy to be proven wrong. Like I just woke up with a hangover. Every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a lid on is sloshing around, and I'm struggling to keep my balance. But I'm also remembering moments I hadn't let myself think on in a long time. Feeling a warmth I couldn't get close to. Yeah, after I ride out the worst of it.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets to be so familiar, it's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. That would feel easier. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort, but I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And thank you for seeing this through with me. Was there something else? So did my commanding. Yeah, it happens. Sharing the road and sharing each other's battles. But out of all the people I've fought alongside, I haven't gotten to know many of them. You always know what to do. It's like not many people have such a clear... I never thought I'd feel this at ease again with anyone else, much less myself. But you helped me face loss, regret. After drifting for a long time, I finally feel like I belong again. So are you. I don't say that lightly. So whatever you need, whatever it takes to finish this journey, I'm with you. To the end. I'll tell... Night, envoy.
I need to go hunting. Right. What do you need? What? No, right. If I must.
Do you think you could teach me to shoot?
Sure, but why? You know spells that'll knock an ogre on their back.
I've seen some very pretty guns. I think the right one would fit with my outfit, and I'd hate to miss out.
Fair enough. I'll teach you to shoot if you teach me some spells.
Sure. As long as you don't make me start with Tane's chaotic orb.
What does that one do? Now that you mentioned it, that's the only one I want to learn.
Let's see how good you are at teaching. Then we can talk about the fun spells.
not saying a word. That's done? Who's hungry? Those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at Canal. Marvel of engineering, this place. Can't believe it's still standing.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
In retrospect, I should have seen that coming. No way forward from here.
Yeah.
Just a little spark. The long way.
Look out! Under my action.
I love
Not bad, boy. Enemy to the right. Speed up. Another soul for the wheel.
I was worried for a second. Looks like we weren't the only ones searching for the heart.
I'm not used to quiet. Slow down, dearie.
This has to be a joke, right? No treasure is worth this much trouble. They said better be worth it.
Yeah.
Up there. Did you see that? Why do I smell bear shit? Oh, that's why. Never mind.
And it's the only way out. Oh, there's not a soaking anymore.
Yeah.
Come on! Come on!
Subtle as a mouse.
You won't get through this!
This will hurt!
Gather round.
Yeah.
That road's seen better days.
There's our heart.
Yes, of course. Everything but the treasure was trapped. How silly of me to assume otherwise.
Thank Aethys. I thought you'd never come out of there. I've been waiting for ages. Uncle Capo taught me a thing or two about how to survive. It's why he's always so... No, I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades. What do you think? You have to put the heart back. Or or take it away. Whatever you do, don't give it to him. No, it's not. Apparently, if you grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison. I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for. I know he hasn't been himself lately, but I never thought he'd want to do something like this. He won't play Azatoa with me. He won't go out on walks with me anymore. He kept saying he didn't want to go out without being himself. I thought he meant leaving the house. You've got to put a stop to it. Any way you know how.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be so great?
It couldn't be. It wouldn't be. He's not soulless or mindless. Not like he's still himself. Whatever. Then we've got to go back. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know what to do. If you can talk any sense into him, I will.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Oh, you're back. Really? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. One less thing for me to worry. Well?
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Godlike. Ah, back already? Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking. Damn that child to the depths! They weren't never supposed to know. I have the dream scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones. Well, that's what I thought too. It comes on slowly. So slowly, I don't think folk realize until it's too late. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins. People say the dream scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nikai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan. I want to die as myself, on my own terms.
On the one hand, it isn't our place to decide how someone ought to live or die. On the other hand, the Leviathan's heart was never his to begin with. Finders keepers. At the end of the day, I think eating a leviathan's heart is an impractical way to end one's life. To each their own.
I think Capo has earned the right to make his own decisions before he no longer can.
You can understand that, can't you? Give me the heart. Give me this. Thank you. Chico will mourn me, but you've saved my Nakai a greater pain than they know.
Prune the dying bud. We ponder.
Good luck. You'll need it. This damned sickness is getting worse.
I know you just talked to my uncle. But oh God, I'm going to lose my uncle. And for what? His pride?
Wait, there's Dream Scourge in town? That's a real problem. An actual, real, massive problem.
Not anymore. Not now that he's given Capo the poison he needs to kill himself.
Shit. I have to tell Temerity.
Damn you. I hope the sand swallow you when you...
We're an easy target for their pain. Leave them be, Envoy.
These people have weathered the crisis better than...
What Postinago came up with the name the Dead Swordfish for a tavern?
Gods bless you, Envoy.
She said she wasn't feeling well. But this?
Don't blame yourself, Romana. There was no way to know.
You didn't see her eyes. It was like she was still there, even though her body, whatever the guards put down, it wasn't her. Koima would never hurt you. Andra, forgive me.
Shh. It's over now.
Minowa, thank goodness I found you. I must share this with you.
You shouldn't have.
No, this is important. Stay a moment. Let me speak. Minowa, how thy waves do break upon my haggard shore. The horizon of thy smile filleth me to the gunwales.
Honestly, Umato.
Thy seagull cry pierceth my heart. Clear the decks, that I might spirit thee away. Together we sail smoothly as the stars guideth our way.
You're so creative.
Oh, you hesitate. Have I offended you somehow? Do you doubt my regard for you?
Well, you did compare me to a seagull.